Morning, I awarded the National Medals of Science and Technology to individuals who've made extraordinary contributions to the advancement of human knowledge. And here's my question. Which one of you are going to come back here to claim your prize? I like that. Are you going to find a new star or a cure for a disease? Will you invent the next iPhone or a brand new industry that no one's even dreamed of yet? What will your great discovery be? Now, Galileo changed the world when he pointed his telescope to the sky, and now it's your turn. We need you to study, do well in school, explore everything from the infinite reaches of space to the microscopic smallness of the atom. We need you to think bigger and to dig deeper and to reach higher. And we need your restless curiosity and your boundless hope and imagination. Our future depends on it. So don't let anybody tell you that there isn't more to discover. Don't let anybody tell you that there's knowledge that's beyond your reach. There's something out there for each and every one of you to discover. And seeing how it's a beautiful night, and we've got a bunch of telescopes out in the lawn, let's get started together. And if I, all right.
Welcome to the University of Texas at Austin, where what starts here changes the world. Each year, thousands of students strive to earn a degree from one of our prestigious colleges, whom rank among the top programs in the entire nation. Innovative research begins from the undergraduate level here at UT, and the discoveries made in the humanities, arts, and sciences create research ripples that transgress throughout the entire world. Today, we are going to take an inside look into the revolutionary field of astronomy and see how students across campus view this science, and more importantly, how technology plays a role in our everyday lives.
So what does astronomy mean to me? Astronomy is essentially a really important forefront of human knowledge in the field of science. It's just, honestly, I've always been fascinated by astronomy. Just the idea of, going and figuring out what's out there. Like, we're on this planet. We don't know exactly how we got here. Nobody can say for sure. But the fact that we can observe things off this planet, and we can remove ourselves from this planet and leave it and explore what else is out there. It's all kinds of interesting to me.
Astronomy to me it's the observations of everything that's around us. It's the stars, it's space itself. And it's awesome because to the furthest extent of our knowledge, space is endless. And we can study everything out, and even in an infinitesimally small amount of space in the night sky, there are thousands of galaxies and billions of planets, and that's amazing.
Astronomy is the study of the stars. And what are stars anyway? Well, if you go outside at night and you look up into the stars, there are tiny pinpricks of light in a field of darkness, like tiny vestiges of life in a field of death. It has a deeply philosophical meaning to me, and it's where I go whenever I feel philosophical or artsy, because it helps inspire. The recognition of our own mortality is key to the composition of any art.
Technology influences my everyday life, mostly through getting me from place to place. I use my GPS all the time to help me from getting lost. And without it, I usually just kind of wander and I'm stuck, get lost in places. It takes me forever to get back, and it's just so convenient. Just punch it in, sends it to like a satellite or something, and then comes back and you know your way home.
Aside from like cell phones and laptops, the obvious stuff, like I guess getting to and from places like with a GPS, like I guess that's using satellites and stuff. And then I don't know how I would function without technology, because that's how I wake up in the morning, with my cell phone.
Have you ever tried to go a week without a cell phone? Well, it's freaking impossible, okay? So, as we can all see, everyone is dependent on technology and take things for granted. When I told some friends that I didn't have my phone for a week, they were like, what? Because everyone relies on it, and that's how technology is applicable in everyday life.
Well, I'm a government major, and I hope to go into politics someday. And the world, gosh, I don't want to change the world. The world's such a huge place. It's so, I feel like what I want to do is just, the vaguest, most cliche thing I can say is to make the world a better place. But I do want to make the world a better place. I want to promote essentially just good in general. Like I feel that people could spend a lot more time being more empathic towards each other, and we could live our lives so much more upfront and so much more altruistically than the way that we do now. And so I'd like to give people incentives to live that way.
Well, ideally, first, in order to change the world, you need to have money. And so in order to gain fast money, what I would do is I would probably, I guess, play the stock market or write crosswords or something like that. Or maybe get an actual job. And then when I have enough money, I would build my own private spacecraft and then go into space. And then, once there, I would colonize the asteroid belt and mine it for precious minerals, which I would take back to Earth and sell in the market to gain large sums of money. I might even take my own people there and create its own militia and government. And thus, when I have political clout and resources, I'll be able to better benefit the world by, say, writing a book about my philosophical insights.
I don't really know the scope of how I want to change the world. I mean, the world's a big place, and I want to leave an impact. I want to be remembered for what I've done. I don't know how many people will remember me, and that doesn't really bother me. But as long as I do my best and I do everything that I know I can do. I help people out. I help people live longer. I know I did good.